Hello everyone, welcome back to Hexcells Infinite. Last time we finished 5.6 and then I got through 6.1 before having a massive system crash that corrupted my video, so let's do 6.1 again. And already I can't remember where we start. Probably here, 2 non-consecutive is going to eliminate those, and then the 1s eliminate a lot around it. The 0 solves for itself. This one sees 1, that one only sees that, and the 3 only sees 3. That one sees 1. That 2 sees 2. That one sees others. That 2 needs a second. That 2 only sees 2. That one sees that. That one sees those. That 3 only sees 3. Right, that was a good run. This 4 sees 1, 2, 3. One of these will make the 4th, so we can eliminate those. This 1 will see one of these 2, so we can eliminate those. That 1 needs 1. That 2 sees 2. That 2 needs a second. Then do we need to think about the verticals here? Probably. Although that said, this 6 and this 6 probably have too much going on right up at the top, don't they? I think. This 2 needs one of those. This 4 needs one of those that it can see. Alright, what's next? We need one of these. This 2 needs 2. This 2 needs one of those. Okay, this 4 sees 1. You'll get one of these for 2, and then it gets 3 and 4. This 4 sees 1, 2, one of these for 3, and one of those for 4, so it's not that one. That 2 sees 2. That 2 needs a second. This 2 now has 2. That 4 gets those to add to 4. This now has 1, 2, 3. One of those for 4. Same story there. So we can probably leapfrog out of this central area now, I imagine. This vertical column has 4 through its center, so we can clear off all this stuff. What else do we know? As I take off my hoodie, it's gotten warm. Seven here. Currently has 1, 2, 3. Can't have both of those for 4. So it's only one of those for 4. Maybe this for 5. Maybe one of these for 6. So this must be blue for 7. And we get the same story over here because this one's missing. So whilst this was treated as 7, this is treated as 6 with that one difference. So this must be blue. Then this 3 is going to have one of those. So this 2 is going to get one of those. But we can't know which. This 4 here has 1 there. One of these for 2. Not both of those. 1, 2, 3, and one of those for 4, or 1, 2, and 3 and 4. Don't think that works out for us quite yet. One, 2, 3. One of those for 4. One of those for 5. And that for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the same is going to be true on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then that gives us this. That means this 4 now has 4, so we can eliminate those. This 3 has 3, we can eliminate those. That 0 solves for itself. That 1 only sees 1. This 6 here now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means this 4 has 1, 2, 3, one of those for 4. So it's not this one. This 3 gets 3, that 2 gets 2 non-consecutive, that's eliminated. This 4 needs 2 more, this 7 is solved, this 6 is solved, this 4 is solved. This 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5th. This 5 has 5, we can eliminate that. That 2 gets 2 consecutive. This 2 only sees 2. Zero solves for itself there. This 3 now has 3 along its length, so we can eliminate all of those. This 2 needs 2, so that's one of them. This 2 has 2, it's neither of those. That 2 needs a second, that 1 now has 1. This 4 is going to get one of those for 2. This is 3. Could be that and this, so we don't know 4 there yet. How's this 7 doing? It's got 5, needs 2 more. This 3 doesn't have any yet. This 8 needs a lot more information. So what's next? That's 1. This will be 2. That will be 3. Don't know where the 1 is across that length. This 4 is going to have 1, 2, 3. This 5 needs at least one of those. So that's 1 along the 4, 2 and 3, and that'll be 4 along the 4. So we can eliminate that. 1. 1, 2, 3, and one of those for 4. Eliminates those. Three here is 1, 2 and 3, eliminating those. This one only sees that. This 3 is going to get this one and one of those, because if we got both of these, that 1 would be invalid. That 2 now has 2. This one is going to get one of those, meaning it's not that. This 4 has 1, 2, one of those for 3, one of those for 4, eliminating this. That 1 only sees that. That 3 now has 3. That 2 only sees 2. That 3 has 3. That 2 sees 2. That 1 sees 1. This 2 only sees 2. That 1 has 1, so it's not any of those. This 2 only sees 2. That 1 sees 1. That 2 sees 2. That 1 only sees 1. Let's get rid of this a sec. This 4 now has 4, so we can clear that. This 5 now has 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th. That one sees 1. This 3 is solved. This 3 gets a 3rd. This 4 gets 2 more. That 2 has 2, so it's not this. That 1 needs 1. That 2 has 2. It's not those. That 1 has 1. That gets 2 consecutive. That 2 needs a 2nd. That 1 sees 1. That 4 got solved on its own. Right, what's next? That 2's done. This 4 is done. 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's none of these. This 2 only sees 2. That 2 sees 2 already. That 2 also already sees 2 already. That 3 only sees these 3. This 5 sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 3 sees 3. That 3 also sees 3. That 3 needs a 3rd. This 3 needs a 3rd. That 2 has 2. This 2 needs a 2nd. That 3 now has 3. That 4 needs a 3rd and 4th. How's this 8 diagonal doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One too many through there at the moment. This 2 only sees 2, so it gains that one. This 2 now sees 2, eliminates that. This 4 vertical has 4. These guys need this one. That guy needs that one. That one has 1. This 4 has 1, 2, 3. It's going to get one of those for 4, and when it does, this one will be complete, eliminating that one. This 4 has 1, 2, 3, and 4. That 2 has 2. This 3 has 3, so we can eliminate the rest of that. This one has 1. That one has 1. This one needs 1. That 2 gets a 2nd. That 1 needs 1. That 2 has 2. This 2 needs a 2nd. Two non-consecutive here eliminates that one. 3 in a row eliminates those. That one has 1. This one needs 1. That one doesn't. 2 non-consecutive fills that. This 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5th. Three along here. 1, 2, 3. 7 along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 on here. 1, 2, and 3. 3 on here. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, it's this one. It's me being dumb. Alright. Hopefully we don't make a second mistake somewhere because I can't count. 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Clears that. And all of that. This 4 then is solved. This 6 is solved. This 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is solved. Four here, 1, 2, 3, 4 eliminates this and this. 3 here gets a 3rd. 2 has 2. 2 needs a 2nd. 2 needs a 2nd. 2 has 2. 2 needs a 2nd. We have 4 remaining. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's not those. 3 vertical here is solved, so it's not that. This one needs 1. That one shares its border. This 2 needs a 2nd. This one needs 1. That 3 has 3. 1 remaining must be that. So that's how you do 6-1. Let's jump into 6-2 now. Alright, where do we begin? 7 here sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the same mirrored from the bottom, so the 4 that are shared must be blue. Same here on 8, except it will be 5 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then the same counting from the other direction. What else do we know? That's a great question. Well, here's an obvious one. This 6 is surrounded by a complete flower. Then what? Are we going to have to jump into these large numbers first? Probably, right? 2 down this length. This guy needs 12 of a total of 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we need to emit 6 of those. So we could emit 4 and have the other 2 somewhere else in that line. We could emit 4 here and have the other 4 for this 5 in this line. How's this 12 on an edge doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Same here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, that's mirrored. This 9 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so we can clear off those. Same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, that gets us somewhere. This 0 solves for itself. That 2 needs a second. This 2 needs a second. That 1 has 1. That 2 needs a second. This 7 now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, meaning it's not this or this. This 2 only sees 2, which must be those. That 1 sees 1. This length needs 6. It currently has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 5 is going to get 1, 2, 3, one of those for 4. And then it could only be one of these for 5, or one of those for 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can't be both of these, which tells us this is not one, because these are 8 consecutive. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, it can't be 5, 6. So this must be black. And the 0 solves for itself over here. This 2 gets a second. This 2 needs a second. This 3 has 3. Then the 8 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What else? This is going to be, now that we've eliminated those, this is 1, 2, 3, one of these for 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be one of these here. But we can't tell which yet, I don't think. How are these diagonals doing? Not really enough to go on yet. This 2 is going to populate 1 here. This 2 is going to populate 1 there. So if this 5 now has 1, 2, 3, 4. And this 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is not 1. That's good. This is 4 non-consecutive, so this must be black, otherwise we'd have 4 consecutive around it. That 4 has 4. This 6 now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 4 has 4. This 5 now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This 5 needs 2 more, which is those. This 8 currently has 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those for 5 and 6, 7, 8. This 5 here now has 3, one of those for 4 and one of those for 5. Now, without anything white to spill over into the other areas, we must be looking at more vertical stuff. Here's something. 4 vertical through here. We have 3. We need only 1 and exactly 1 more. This 5 can only be missing one of these. It can't be missing both of them, otherwise it would be a 4. And if it had both of them, the vertical would need 5. So it's not this, 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 or this. And if one of these is missing, we know that those are blue. This 2 sees 2. That one and this one both get friends. This 4 now has 4. This 2 needs a second. That 2 needs a second. This vertical 5 is solved. This vertical 8 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But we know that only one of these can be blue, so the others must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one of these for 8. How's this guy doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The same mystery there. Do we have 5 along here yet? No. Do we have 6 along there yet? We do. This 4 gets a 4th. This 2 has 2. This 5 gets its 5th. That 3 has 3. That 1 has 1. That 2 has 2. This 3 gets a 3rd. That 1 has 1. This vertical 4 is now solved. This 4 non-consecutive. Well, we have 1, 2, and 3, so this can't be it. That 2 has 2. That 1 has 1. This 1 has 1. That 3 needs a 3rd. This 2 has 2. That 1 has 1. That 2 has 2. That 1 has 1. That 2 has 2. That 1 has 1. This 3 has 3, so it's neither of those. Right, where does that put us? I'm starting to go cross-eyed. We still need one of these, probably going to be solved by this 5 later. We have 1, 2, 3, one of those for 4, and maybe one of those for 5, which might eliminate that, but we need more information. We need one of these, don't know which. We need one of those, don't know which. We need 2 of those. We just discussed that one. May well be time to divert to the right-hand side of the puzzle. How's this 6 doing? 1, 2, 3. This 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only one of these. 2 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of those. Other diagonals. Not you. Not you. Not you. Alright, that's no help. 5 in this flower. Can we count round with that? We need at least one of these. 1, possibly shared. 2, 3. No. Can't know enough about that yet. Right, so probably this right-hand side of the puzzle somewhere. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one of those makes 6, and that will make 5 vertically. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those for 5, so it's not this one. That gives us 4 consecutive here, eliminates those. That 2 needs a second. How's this 12 doing now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Except we know it's only one of these and one of those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This 2 now has 2 in its length, eliminates that and those. This 3 needs a third. That 4 has 4. This 4 needs 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it that way, that's easier. This 6 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of those. How's this 7 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That 4 has 4, that 6 has 6, that's all done. This 6 has 1, 2, 3, 4, we need 2 of those. That one is solved, that 2 has 2, that 2 has 2. We need one of these, we need one of those. This 6 has 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 of these for 5 and 6, and that will be the only 2 in the vertical, so we can eliminate the rest of that vertical. Then this 3 here, needs to only donate 1 to this pair, so that must be blue. One of these will be blue, so that's going to be black. This 2 only sees 2, that one sees 1. This 2 sees 2, so that one gets this. That 2 sees 2, that one sees 1. This one needs 1, that's that whole section done. This is 2 non-consecutive, so it's not those, so that's going to be one of them. This 6 here has 1, 2, 3. That's 4. That's 5. So one of these will be 6. That 2 is going to need a second, which must be over here. How's this 9 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's only one of those. That doesn't help me. Where's the obvious stuff? Alright, how about this 8 here? 1, 2, 3, 4. One of those makes 5, because it can't be both, or the 3 would be oversubscribed. That's 5. 6, 7, and one of those for 8. So it could be any of those. It's one too many we know about there. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one of those for a fifth. Don't know which yet. This is 1, 2, 3. One of those for 4. This is 5 and one of those for 6. This 5 sees 1, 2, 3. One of those possibly for 4, one of those possibly for 5, but it could be swung around any which way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there's the easy stuff. That 3 needs a third. This 3 needs a third. That 2 non-consecutive. This 2 has one. That 2 needs a second. This 6 is now solved. This 6 has 1, 2. It's going to get 2 from here for 4. And this 5 has 1, 2, 3. Needs one of those for 4 and one of those for 5. So it's not this or this. That 2 needs 2. This 3 has 3. That 2 needs 2. This 3 has 3. This 2 needs 2 along its length, but we need to make both of these 3s complete. And if they shared one, that would be invalid. So it's top and bottom. Then what? This diagonal 5 has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we can eliminate these and that, giving us this, completing that, and this. That one has 1. This one needs 1. That 3 has 3. That 4 has 4. Need one of those for 5. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of those for 8. We need one of those for 2. We need 2 of those for 5. This 5 is solved. If none of these lines bisect that side of the puzzle, we must have enough here to solve this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7, 8. Couldn't know. This has 1, 2, 3. We need 2 of those for 4 and 5, but it could be either of those, neither of those. Let's look elsewhere in the puzzle. Maybe we need to know how many are remaining to finish this bit off. Although that said, I haven't really focused on the fact that only one of these must be filled. But we'll worry about that in a moment. Back over this end of things then. We need one of those. We need one of those. We need 2 of those. We need none of these. We need one of these. That is solved. That one now has one. That one needs one. That one doesn't. This 5 is now solved. This 6 needs one more of these 2. We can see that from that. This 6 needs one more of those. This 2 needs another. That one doesn't need this. That 6 can then be solved. That 2 has 2. That 3 has 3. This 5 needs one more. That 4 is solved. That 6 is solved. How's this 9 doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of those for 9 means it's never that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 means it's not either of those. $11 remaining. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's one of these. If it's this one, this must be black, that must be the second in the vertical. If it's this one, this must be black, that must be black, that is the second in the vertical. Four here, we have 1, 2. If this 2 had both, that would be 3 and 4. This would have to be black. That would have to be blue, that would have to be black. One of those would have to be blue. I'm at the point now, again, where I think I must be missing something really obvious, right? I've been looking for long convoluted things for more than 2 minutes. I'm like, something in this whole puzzle, I'm missing it, for sure. And it's the old 2-1 pair thing, isn't it? This 2 can't have both of those, because that would break the 1. So this must be blue. That gives us 3. Then this 4 has 1, 2, 3, and is going to get one of those for 4, eliminating that. That 2 needs a second. This one has one. That 4 is solved. This one needs one. This one has one. That one needs a fourth. Then that 2 gets a second. This vertical now has 2. So that's all done. Now we just have this left over with 6 remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1 there for 5 remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 there for 3 remaining. 1 here for 2 remaining. And 2 here for none remaining. So it can't be any of those. Now we need 2 along this length, but we need to make all of the ones whole. So it must be one of the ends and one of the centers, but we can't know which yet. But what that does tell us is that this one will be touching one of these, eliminating the other 4. And now we should have plenty to solve the rest of the puzzle. This 5 here had 1, 2, 3, 4. Needs 1 more to make 5. So these 2 each need 2. But it can't be those, and it can't be those, and it can't be these. So they must share the middle one. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eliminating these. That 2 gets a second, this 2 gets a second. Then here we have 1. We need 1 of those for 2. And 3 remaining. 1 here. Getting really cross-eyed now. 3 remaining. 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So which way round? This 2 and 3 are different, so we just need to figure out where the remainders go to make everything complete. If it's 3, it could be 1, 2, 3, and 1. That makes everything complete, doesn't it? Because if it was 1, 2, 3, that would break this. This 3 can only touch this and one of those. 1, 2, 3. Wait. Oh, I'm dumb. I was thinking this 3 was the line, but it's not. This is 1, 2. This needs a second. This has 2. This needs 1. Alright, I wasn't penalised for my single mistake, and that is us all the way through 6-2. Join me next time where we will tackle 6-3, going into the last 4 puzzles of the game. Thank you ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.